To a slow and sensual morning movement practice. We'll begin by bringing the heels out, so taking the legs wide-ish, hands back behind you somewhere that feels nice and comfy. And we'll just start by allowing the heels to rock from side to side and just allowing the hips to have some space, start to open up. And then change the position of your feet so you can bring them in and take them out wider. Good. And then bringing the feet in. Let's come into a comfortable seat. And then we'll move the shoulders as well, but we'll just move one shoulder at a time. So drop one shoulder forwards, roll it back, and then the other one. So rather than this being like a linear kind of shoulder roll, just allow it to be a bit more fluid. So just rolling one at a time. And then as you'll notice, then you're moving more of your body because you're moving into your torso, allowing your chest to move, your ribs, your heart and your lungs. So just allowing the shoulders to just roll. Okay, and then coming to the center, bringing your awareness to your spine. And then feel as though from your spine, we're going to come out in a little spiral. It doesn't need to be little. It can be as big as you want. So just taking it slowly, slowly outwards, making it bigger and bigger. And again, this movement kind of coming into the corners of your torso, moving down into your hips. And then once you've come all the way out, take your spiral back in the opposite direction, slowly making it smaller. All the way in, and then just repeat that. You can go in the opposite direction, doing this in your own time, just coming out all the way to the outer edge and then back in when you're ready. Good. And then just keep going, a couple more. Just with this movement, I would love for you to notice, maybe just close your eyes and just notice what you're feeling. So that might be sensation down in the hip joints. It might be further up, somewhere in the spine or the torso. And if there's any clunkiness, if there feels as though you're kind of going to your maximum range of motion, then just bring it back just a little bit. So you're not forcing anything. You're just kind of allowing the body to open up and find some space when it's ready, just encouraged and guided by the way that you're moving and being. Good. And then come back in. We'll come onto all fours. So have your knees a comfortable distance apart, same for your hands. Obviously support underneath your knees if you need to. And then we'll do the same thing here. So with that spiral, feel as though your tailbone is the center of it, and then you're just kind of coming out slowly. And even if you feel like you're moving pretty slowly, just see if you can slow it down some more. Coming all the way to the outer edge of your spiral and then back in. All the way back around to the center. So even though the arms are pretty still here, try not to have the elbows locked. Coming all the way in, all the way in, all the way in. And then we'll do that one more time. in the opposite direction, coming out. And then when you come out all the way to the outer edge, just see if you can just make that then into a circle. Let the hips come back a little bit, let the elbows bend. And then just notice how the rest of the torso wants to move as well. Just allow the rest of the spine to move, the head and your neck. And again, super slow, slow it right down. And use your breath as well. So particularly if you feel as though there's some maybe tension releasing from your body, just use a sigh of an exhale to help with that release. Inhale through the nose, sigh it out. If you've been going in the same direction, just change. Make your circle the opposite way. And again, just allow your elbows to bend. Good. And then come to the center. Nice. And then from here, we'll just bring the tailbone. Feel as though you're lifting the tailbone and the sit bones up towards the ceiling. As you at the same time also kind of let the whole of the pelvis come backwards. Good. So keep the elbows soft. And then as we come up and forward, we'll just kind of undulate the spine, come up and around. Good. Soften the elbows, tailbone and sit bones go back, the spine extends, and then the spine flexes as you come forward. So there's also a little bit of a roll in and around the shoulders as well here. And again, just staying within a range that feels nice. Like you want this to feel like juicy and like it's kind of allowing your body to open at its own pace, that nothing is forced, and that you can keep your awareness within the shapes, within the felt sense of the movement. Good. And then from here, we'll come into a little bit of a sideways motion. So you can think of it as a figure of 8 or the infinity symbol coming out to the side, a little side circle back in, and then the other way. And if you feel like you just need to really get into that shape and feel that in your body, maybe close your eyes and let your mind really drop into the parts of the body that are moving as you make this shape. And it really doesn't need to look or feel as though it's perfect and smooth. Just let it be whatever it is. And then maybe just allow it to be a bit bigger if you can, if that feels good in your body. And allow more of the body to become involved in the movement. So into the sides of the body. Good. Let the elbows bend. Use your breath as a way to really soften into this central part of you. Good. And then just coming back to a neutral position. If you're happy to come back into what's child's pose in yoga, where you bring your sit bones back towards your heels, you can forehead either to the ground, hands, or maybe to some cushions. But if that doesn't work in your body, then you can just lay down or sit. Taking your attention now is inside, into all of those places and spaces that you've just created that movement. And notice how alive they feel. And with your awareness on that aliveness, remember that this is somewhere that you can return to during the day to drop in. So drop your awareness down into the center of your body. It's very grounding to be able to kind of be in this central part of the body, and also to really notice the sensation. And also, you can like microdose this kind of movement throughout the day as well. You don't need to necessarily get on all fours. You could do it seated, do whatever you can, however you can. You could stand up. Standing up, doing those figure of eights is really nice. And when we can just move in this really kind of slow and fluid way, it really does help us to kind of drop in and to notice and to feel. And ultimately, that's why I said about not pushing into our full range of motion, is because what we want to feel is good. Like we want the purpose of this kind of movement is to feel juicy and to feel nice and to feel fluid. It's not to achieve anything other than that. It's not even to achieve anything really. It's just this sense of creating this sense of aliveness, but also this grounding kind of steadiness, so that you really feel in your body throughout the day. So that concludes our practice. Wishing you a lovely day. And yeah, thank you for watching.